back.
Stab her with it.
Throw this shit down! That is tight! That is tight! I love the way it started with like the cinematic entrance, her speech.
Yeah, but we don't have time for that with this.
We don't have time for any of this. But this is good. This is like Game of Thrones dialogue, I love this shit. But we need 2 more episodes after this. Come on.
John
Yeah, dude, John needs to fucking
she's
man up.
my queen. She's my queen.
He's a star.
Okay, wait, think about it. She's got a dragon, which is the equivalent of a nuclear bomb. He doesn't know if the dragon will be on his side versus her side. We hypothesized that the dragon would choose between Jon and Dany, right?
Yeah,
but the Drogon grew up in Dany's arms, right?
That's his mother.
That's his mother.
No, but that's not the point. My point is, if Jon is not just he's not just saying my queen out of loyalty, and he's considering all those things that I'm gonna die.
It's just obvious.
Yeah.
Your sisters are gonna die because they're not gonna bend the knee.
Exactly. If you were Jon, and
I'd be like, kill this bitch.
Yeah.
After you
Be like, my love.
Oh, no, let me give you the kiss that you wanted.
But then Grey Worm would come and pretty much
Stab you with the rock.
But Daenerys needs to die.
Okay, yeah, Daenerys definitely needs to die, but I think Jon's making the right choice to sort of stay
Grey
off
Worm
for
needs to
now.
die, dude. Grey Worm needs to die.
Oh.
This was after Grey Worm. Hey guys, welcome back to the discussion portion. They've already started discussing. So, okay, first of all, let's go around and say, how did you guys feel about... Wait, one at a time. How did you guys all feel about this episode, starting with Ryan?
I was like, I don't know. I'm happy with it. Like, I like how they settled everyone's like place. All the Starks like got their
Whatever,
position.
no.
Yeah. I mean, Bran. Even though Bran got his throne, he was like, no, I think Tyrion should take it. He waited just until he was the king, so that Torgunuda wouldn't talk shit. Now he's the king. Now what are you gonna do? I'm king now.
No, but after in this episode, after the Daenerys' death scene, everything else was kind of like, eh. I'm like, eh. Come on. First, Bran said like, why do you think I'm here? And then he says, oh, I didn't want to be the king. Dude, you knew from the beginning you're the king. That's bullshit.
Well, then that was...
And then all those acting like, what was it?
See, Bran doesn't know all of the future. He knows portions of it.
Wait. Do we actually know that Bran knows the past? But does he know the future?
Yeah.
He's never predicted the
knows,
future.
He gets
doesn't know the
views,
future.
he gets visions, but he can't
doesn't know the
together
future.
enough to know, oh, this is gonna go in this order.
He knows what's happening at all times everywhere. That gives him intuition, but he doesn't know what's gonna happen.
He can see the visions, but I don't know.
He can see like what's happening in the present and what happened in the past
but
because
not
he's
the future.
Yeah, but he cannot see the
He
future.
has visions though. He gets visions about the future.
Yeah.
That's why the
So
previous
he
Blood
knew-
Raven set up a certain way for Bran to eventually end up here.
Yeah, he definitely knew that he was going to be the king after the Night King died.
Yeah.
Because until the Night King, that's all he could see. Because he didn't know how to kill the Night King. Because remember when Arya said, "Oh, can Dragonfire kill them?" He's like, "I don't know. No one's ever tried." So after the Night King was dealt with, only then could he see the vision of him truly becoming the broken
don't
king.
You can't completely blame him just because
Whatever,
you
like
can see future,
whoever, like the only part that was good was like the Free of the North. Everything else
Who
was like
would you rather have had become the king? Like,
anyone.
Nobody. Night can win.
actually, I'm fine with
The Night King's gone though.
No, it's
I'm
not.
fine with Bran too.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not
You
fine.
can't
with-
satisfy everyone's like wish
It's
of
not.
becoming-
No. It's not that I'm not fine
It
with
was true.
after Daenerys died. Everything else that happened, that was like not a last episode. Not like
That's
happening.
true. I feel like
It's
Daenerys
kinda
should have
like-
died last. Like
A little
earlier.
later, more conspiracy. It's like, so in the whole episode, 80 minutes, the only thing that was like shocking and suspense was like Daenerys dying, like that, and she's dead, and then what? And then it's like,
That was the only way to kill her. Like,
and that's like talk
That's
show.
true.
Then it's like a talk show. What is this?
Game of Thrones is it's basically talking.
Talk show, yeah.
Most of it is dialogue.
just because last few seasons we've had like a lot of
action for the
weird-
past couple of seasons, but it's mostly dialogue. If you look back to seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all dialogue. You know.
No, I mean, yeah. It's
I feel
not that
like-
I'm not happy about Bran as the king. It's like the whole thing was.
Yeah, I mean, like they set the tone a little awkward after Daenerys died. They should like either made it more upbeat or like super sad. So they made it's kind of confusing, like the way they set
Yeah.
the tone.
And even Daenerys is dead. They could have showed a little bit more politics.
Yeah.
A little bit more something.
I sort of expected it. Well, I kept telling him, I was like, Bran doesn't want the throne. So I was like, Sansa's gonna get some sort of like throne position.
You said both.
Yeah, I thought both, but she got the North, which it makes sense. I didn't think that Daenerys was gonna die the way that she did. I really thought that Jon Snow would have more integrity, but he was being dumb the whole beginning. So
Do you think he like redeemed himself though from
Yeah.
killing the Dany though?
no, I wish he had like ridden the dragon. I wish there was some part.
Well, that's not his up to him,
Exactly.
right?
I know, but like there should have been like some sort of like the scene that they had with the dragon like confronting Jon beforehand before he went inside to the throne room. Like it should have indicated that something was gonna happen between them. I don't know, but I did like
You
the
think, you
scene
think the
where
dragon should have sensed Jon's intentions?
yeah, because I don't know, animals have that sort of intuition, but also like I like that it burned the throne though.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
definitely.
also like the fact that it ran away. Like,
Yeah.
leaves the dragon out of the equation for the rest
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
No,
But
because
then the dragon is still alive.
yeah.
Where it is, it's gonna give eggs.
Yeah.
There's
Which-
gonna be more dragons. What's
Well,
happening?
that's why it
What
leaves you to your
ends?
imagination. Rest
It's
of
only
it,
one
like, it ends
dragon.
in that
But then,
note.
like, that's
No,
the thing. No
I
one can
think
control the
dragons-
dragon anymore.
Except for
Yeah.
maybe
More than
Bran.
one. That's what they were saying.
Oh yeah, maybe
Maybe,
Bran. We
yeah.
didn't see Bran, right? Because he's just gonna look for the dragon. That's what he wanted to do. What do you think, Jose?
I mean, everything I fear of becoming a reality. was true.
That's an awesome.
Bran the king.
So
Brad is
therefore,
the king.
no comment.
Okay. What about you, Badam? What do you go for?
Are you happy or disappointed?
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, I have mixed. Like, I have to judge the show based on every single episode,
Right.
not just the finale, right?
Right.
I liked the whole show. I mean, the last one it's bittersweet, but
So you're disappointed.
a little bit. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's they couldn't.
Wow.
I'm glad they didn't make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
It could have been
so
so
much
much
It could have been
worse.
much worse.
Because it was true.
Yeah.
I would have been mad if Danny, like,
Yeah, this is good enough for me.
Because
I'm
you know
sorry.
when Danny and John kissed, I was like, what? Or is this the route we're taking? No, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
John is stupid like that.
He was like, "You're my queen"
no,
or
as soon
something like
as, soon
that.
as
You are
John
new
kissed,
all-
I knew. it
But
was
you
like,
know-
You know when I knew when he said you'll always be my queen.
It's true. Poetic justice, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like she's heard that line so many times now that she's begun to believe it, and there's no way she could have seen a knife coming at him. It's like, you're my queen, I love you, blah blah blah. And she's like, I finally have everything I ever wanted. You know, I got the man I want, I got the throne I want,
She
I
didn't get to
I
sit
still
on
have
it.
my dragon.
Yeah, she did.
You're right.
She didn't get to
She
sit on it.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
None of them
it.
got to
It
see
sucks.
it.
Somewhere in Dragon Heaven, Viserys is like, bitch, I finally got you. What about you? You haven't said anything.
Disappointed. Dude.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
What was your biggest disappointment in this episode?
The council members, they're all
Oh my
jokes.
god.
That's bag. They're all
Yeah,
jokes.
there were funny
I-
moments in this episode.
I-
yeah.
those they were
Like, you know, having Tywin sit on that chair, like, you know, he's an
Yeah.
intimidating character.
Yeah.
I like that. Like,
But he
now
got
you
true
have-
power, you
No,
know?
Braun's fine. Braun's
Nah,
fine.
dude, Braun is the worst choice. Braun is the worst choice. Sam is a
Podrick, dude. What do you
Who
think of
would've thought?
Podrick being the...
He's a queen. He's a knight. That's
He
it.
is not skilled. Fighting.
Podrick
He's not
being
skilled
a
fighting.
knight?
has other skills.
Oh, yeah, he's a lot.
He can sing. Oh, and that's the mystery of Pod. Did you guys know? It's not that
Yeah,
Pod's
yeah,
the
yeah.
rod. He
He's
just
sang
sang for the
ladies,
ladies
yeah.
in the brothel, and they
Oh,
decided to, you know.
Yeah, dude, his voice is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
His voice is pretty
Oh,
good.
wow, he's sus, bro.
Okay, so
I would
okay.
give it to him for free.
Despite any failings you have with the series, what was your favorite part about this episode? This episode you could
Tyrion
give.
throwing away the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
For sure, I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
Dude,
That
that was
was
such a
a-
baller move. I
Yeah.
have so much respect for him.
I know, dude.
in front of the army.
Yeah, it's like, you burned my best friend, you killed, well, you know, I sent my own brother to his grave, but you burnt the city down, and, you know, they could have survived.
I think the dialogue too, not just throwing it away. Like when he said like you slaughtered the city, that was too like, and the thing.
I hate the fact that they didn't put him in the Song of Ice and Fire. I feel like he had a huge
Oh,
role.
yeah, they literally left him out of the book.
He had such a big role in the whole like Game of Thrones. Like,
That's the real story.
The battle, he battled Blackwater.
He was in like the most episodes too, I think.
I know.
Yeah. No, he literally was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, we can do like a count
Yes,
of how
in
many
the book.
how many episode
No,
one
this-
character
No, like
is
in that
survived.
version.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we can do that.
Button's got a good point. Let's make a count of how many season 1, episode 1 characters.
Not
survived.
Danny,
Not Danny. Yes. No, so
And he was in
John.
episode
not
one.
Jamie, not Cersei.
John,
episode
Bran.
season 1 episode like ones who made so
The whole-
Tyrion's still going strong.
Tyrion's
That's-
still going strong
yeah.
all 8 seasons.
Yeah.
Jon Snow,
Jon
Arya, Sansa,
Uh-huh.
Bran.
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 Ghost.
Ghost, yes. Ghost was in episode 1.
They all beat death. Yeah.
They all be dead.
So far.
That's it though, right? Those are the only 6. Am I wrong? Oh, and Nymeria somewhere out there.
No, but
But Namir
he's
didn't.
not. She's not.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people.
We don't really know in terms of this show, like if she's still alive.
Yeah, we never got to find out who the Dornish prince is and what's going
Yeah,
on with
yeah.
Who else?
The-
The,
the-
only those 6?
I think so. Unless you guys can think of any more.
Stark has a good lifeline.
Oh,
even the people-
oh wait, Robin is from season 1 too,
Yeah.
but you know, that's
Oh,
episode 1.
Yeah.
He's different now.
Yeah, he looks way different, dude.
Who's seen it?
Is that him, the little kid, the little
No,
boy?
no, which little boy?
He was
Oh,
there. He
Robin.
was off
Robin.
on
That's
That's
from
Robin,
That's
yeah.
from the
That's
Veil.
Robin Aaron.
Aaron's from the Veil.
Oh.
You know, he's like make the bad man fly.
Liza's son.
Oh!
I'm surprised you didn't say shit when.
You
Mike
just
was-
figured that out?
Yeah, I've been thinking like, who's that?
He looked better
Makes
He's
a
than
like
bad man
Marty's.
fly. remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a breastfed. Oh, well.
The breastfed, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call Corona as boy, bro.
That's what I remember.
All that milk made him look good though.
Yeah. All that milk helped him out in the end, you know?
I mean,
Goddamn.
he's like a lord of a powerful place right now. They
Yeah,
gotta
the
make
Veil
it
has
work.
some of the strongest soldiers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Veil one of the only undefeated by the Targaryens?
Oh no, they would never bet the Targaryens in open combat, but it was like one of Aegon's wives went there and took one of the little kids, the prince there, and flew away and basically blackmailed the queen there, and she's like, hey, if your kid's up in the sky with the dragon, I can throw him off any time.
Uh-huh.
You guys bend the knee or you
That's
turn
the-
back.
And the
But
little
because
kid-
they had the mountain advantage, like they couldn't
Yeah.
beat the Targaryens.
It's
couldn't.
super hard to that's why they had to
Yeah.
do some.
So was the Dorns, right? Dorns was like really hot for the
Dorne
dragons.
actually met them in open combat, but they never bent.
Right.
They killed the dragon though. They were the first ones to kill it. First Westerosi.
Oh yeah, one of the 3 dragons they killed them,
And
right?
you mentioned the little kid,
Yeah,
the Targaryen girl who conquered the Vale.
yeah.
She didn't even like kill them. They just bent the knee, and the little kid just wanted to ride the dragon, and she just let him. Or let her. It was a girl, I think.
Okay.
It's an interesting story if you look
Yeah,
back
yeah,
at
yeah.
the contrast
That's in
with
the history
Dany.
and lore, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and lore, yeah.
Oh man. For the most part, it felt like a happy ending, right? Except for Dany, but like you know, John going into the north.
That was a happy ending.
Yeah, I mean, he
John.
got to see Ghost
It
again.
sucks. Like I like Danny all of the show except for that like the last few episodes.
That's why I was
Yeah.
wrong.
It was
The
just
last
kind
two
of sucked.
episodes.
Yeah. Last 2
That's what you
episodes.
were
Yeah.
No, this is in
So if
memory
they didn't
of
mess her up the last episode, I would have been sad the fact that she died. You know,
Right.
she did work hard like for all of that, but
You guys think the way that Dany was portrayed in this episode that it justified her turning mad? Like,
No.
do you think the transition was worth it or it makes sense?
I feel like you could have changed her. Like the dialogue she was having with John, she showed like, oh, we can't ride in like the small mercies,
Yeah.
but she was considering it like.
Right.
No.
Like if she was completely mad, she would have been like, no, what are you talking about? Like, no, are you trying to like go against me? Or are you trying to say the opposite? But she was trying to like, you know,
Her-
she wasn't completely mad. Like what she did was wrong, and she
Yeah.
probably did deserve to die, but she
Uh-huh.
wasn't mad. Like, dude.
I see where you come from.
It wasn't
At the
just
same
a-
time, remember when she was like up on top and giving her speech and stuff?
Yeah.
She was like, "We're not just gonna stop at Westeros. We're gonna sail and then conquer the East too, right?"
When she said Winterfell, I was like, oh.
John doesn't understand High Valyrian, but he's like, "Winterfell? Shit, I heard that."
Yeah.
Oh hell no, you know? Yeah, and Tyrion's like knows very broken Valyrian, so
True.
yeah, who knows what he understood from that little speech. But obviously, like we have a lot of like mixed feelings about it. What was the thing you guys hated the most about this episode?
Grey Worm.
Yeah.
Grey Worm? You?
Like,
Probably Dany still. I can't get over her.
Okay.
mine is pretty obvious. So.
Right?
Brano?
Bran the Broken.
Bran the
from
Broken,
Daenerys
forever
to Bran the
broken.
First of his name.
First of his name. Unbent, unbroken, definitely not Bran. Upama, what did you dislike the most about this episode?
That there was no Night King.
Yeah,
There was no,
that's
actually, that's still mine. And you guys can't see, but my brother Sami's over there eating some food over there, and he's also nodding his head that there was no Night King. We were hoping that the ending credits would have some form of one scene. All we needed was even at, like in the end of Batman v Superman when the rocks were lifting underneath Superman. We just needed the ice to lift just a little bit. I needed a little, something. Okay, and Paz, what did you think was the thing you disliked the most about this episode?
Bran
Oh.
the king? No.
Bran the Broken.
Bran the Broken.
Broken?
What
That
a
was epic.
joke.
Like, seriously, it literally reminded me of all those jokes and everything I've been seeing in Facebook. The time that wheelchair is the throne, the wheelchair is the throne. That was epic. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I can't believe that
I
became
thought it was
true.
a joke too. Like,
Yeah,
this is
I
a joke.
swear.
They were all right.
That's
Oh
what
my
I've been
God.
seeing, and I've been laughing at it so much.
They're gonna have a democracy, based on merit, decided by a tribunal of lords and ladies from representing them from all different corners of
It's funny
the
how
six
like
kingdoms. Sorry, not
No-
seven.
no more
six
nepotism.
kingdoms. No more nepotism, except in the north. I'm guessing only the Starks.
But
will
think
still
about
learn
it. It's
tomorrow.
not like all of them are gonna be like Bran, the broken.
Right.
The others are gonna have kids.
Yeah.
No more democracy. The next one.
Obviously, they'll be like they won't.
By the time the next king comes, there's
Yeah.
not gonna be any more democracy.
I don't know if
Because
that was.
he will have king, like he or she.
Bran's not gonna have any children, right?
Yeah, but the next king, whoever everybody
When they
chooses.
choose.
Yeah, but like they already set the rules for like it's
Yeah.
basically like a presidency. You have
First
a
time.
2-year term, and then the next king, whoever comes, is not going to be based on no more nepotism, no more blood relations, no more sons of kings and daughters of kings, or kings and queens. It's just based on whoever gets chosen by the tribunal.
Game of
or-
Thrones. I don't know if it was intentional, but Danny kept on saying, "I want to break the wheels of something, and I love how it ended with
Bran's wheels.
someone off the
Break
wheels.
Break
Yeah.
my wheels, fool! Yeah.
The Jon Snow's true origin. He's a Targaryen, and he just went back being a bastard.
Well, he's not a bastard. He's just.
Yeah.
No, come on, he's still Jon Snow,
He's Jon Snow. Yeah.
and nobody knows nothing about him.
Which
Which
is
is
good for him
like
because he
That's
brought
true.
the.
Nobody knows nothing about him. Yeah. Shit. He knows nothing, and
now.
now everybody knows nothing.
No,
I mean, we don't know. We don't.
Samuel knows. Samuel's the writer.
Yeah, so he's gonna write it on the book of Ice and Fire, and like, what did he do?
Yeah.
He couldn't sing some ravens
Yeah.
before he got burned.
That theory came out to be true. Sam
Sam wrote the book.
Love how they shut down and Tully like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, sit your ass down, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so if you guys had to rate Game of Thrones out of 10, what would you guys each give it? Jose. Yeah.
The whole
5? 5 out of 10?
Wait, the
whole
whole
series?
series?
No, just season 8, and then we'll do the
Season
whole
8?
5 out of 10 for season 8 from Jose. Badam.
7.
7.
7.
7. Ogma.
6.
6. Bobs.
6.
Rahim.
7.5.
7.5. I'd give it a 6.5, which is not bad. You guys might think that we're being a little bit too harsh on Game of Thrones, but it's not bad at all. We're still basing it on Game of Thrones standards. It's not normal. Game of Thrones is
Other
still
season.
not normal TV. It's still high above normal TV and the respect that it
Based on
demands.
Game of
Oh, when it comes to like
Thrones, 5.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, then she changed hers.
Yeah,
I
Based
was
on Game of Thrones standards, 5.
pretty low.
okay.
I've seen better seasons.
Yeah,
with
of
Game
course,
of Thrones
yeah.
standards,
With Tywin,
that
bro.
season has
The
so
best
many
one was with
scenes. You
Tywin.
can't
Yeah.
just, it's hard to quantify. Like,
Well, that's true. And what would you guys give now that it's the finale? What would you guys give Game of Thrones as a series in history?
that's about
altogether?
8 times harder.
Yeah.
That's harder, yeah.
That's
In
hard.
that case, to be honest, it's
I
my
loved
favorite
it.
show, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's gotta be a
of
10.
course.
Like,
I'll
you
give it
can't.
a 10.
Favorite
Yeah.
TV show of all time.
Favorite
It'll
TV show.
probably be for a long time.
I'm glad you guys said that
Hard
because
to.
as a favorite TV show, it's still a 10 out of 10 Game of Thrones for me. Like I'll be watching it all like in like consecutive order. I'll be watching it all episodes again next year.
Yeah,
No,
but
it
O'Neal, let me
left
put
a
it this
mark.
way. The next time I watch it again, I'm
Mhm.
never watching season 8 again.
No,
I'm just gonna stop at season 7.
That was a good ending. After season 7.
No,
Good
it's
ending.
just
Oh yeah, like the way the Night King like breaks down the wall.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna stop at
That's
season
not
7.
bad.
That's a good season.
I'm not at the because even same for me, I'll watch it again. Maybe probably I'll just I'm gonna start watching next week,
Right.
but I'm gonna stop at 7. I'm not watching season 8 again.
Now when you watch it, Bran gets thrown off, I'm like, you lucky man.
You know, oh,
Yeah.
another
You lucky man.
As a group, like, how would you, if you guys had to end Game of Thrones, what would be your ideal ending? Because I mean, it's easy to say that the season is trash, the writing is terrible. But
How
if
would
you guys
you
had
do
to, if you guys had to really change the story and have an ending, how would you end Game of Thrones? If you guys had to end Game of
Your
Thrones,
answer's already ended season 7.
huh?
Yeah, I would. I mean, if they're not so sure about what to do, just end it.
Cliffhanger in
Season
season 7. That's it.
It's okay,
Yeah.
but
No,
if
I
you-
would have wanted
Yeah.
Jon Snow to kill Danny, which happened.
No,
but I
but,
wanted recognition for him. Like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if Jon Snow kills Dany, there should have come on. So far, season 1, 2, 3, 4, we saw so much politics.
yeah.
But here, there was a lot of talk, discussion. There was not much politics.
A lot of emotions.
Jon thinks Tyrion puts it in his head like he should kill Dany, and he doesn't even think. There's no politics, no nothing. He just goes and stabs it. I'm like, come on,
Yeah,
build up
Jon has never been someone for politics at all.
but at least build some suspense.
That's true.
Build some
It shouldn't have been the next scene you see Jon Snow.
Yeah, build some tension. Like we were getting worried, what's gonna happen next?
Right.
Like if Jon, how can he kill Dany? There's the dragon. There's all these Unsullied. So it's kind of like, come on, there should have been some tension, some And
He's a
then
Targaryen though, like it came out in a different way. You just act impulsively, but
Even the crazy Targaryen blood came out of him in a different way. It's like shit.
and then he didn't get any recognition.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Dude, he killed his love of his life.
and then he have been through everything.
For my opinion, I would have wanted like a much more dramatic ending, but it got a very like almost Lord of the Rings Return of the King ending with the send off. If you guys watch Return of the King, you know what I'm talking about. Sending Jon off on a ship, everybody's watching, waiting with them.
John should have ride the dragon at least once.
I know.
At least once.
Or at least
Yeah.
so. I mean,
But
at
yeah,
least
At least pat it or
Yeah.
something. Like, come on.
That's what he did.
There was a interesting comment that Tyrion made in season 5 that said that dragons are sometimes smarter than humans, right?
The dolphins, bro.
The freaking dolphins, yeah.
There are no dolphins in Dawn.
Yeah. Freaking, but that was the smartest thing that Drogon could do. She's like, he saw this, my mom basically died because of the Iron Throne, the desire for the Iron Throne. I'm gonna burn this shit. I'm gonna take her body. I'm gonna leave. You know, I'm not gonna burn the last Targaryen, but I'm gonna just leave Westeros the way it wants to. You know, just develop. I love that Drogon melting the Iron Throne scene. That was awesome, man.
I'm gonna
that was actually baller that you dodged her right.
I'm gonna leave the last Targaryen to freeze to death.
Yeah, his name is Snow. Any final words, guys? Otherwise, we can just wrap this discussion up. Anybody has anything else to say?
All I have to say is the bar is set. The next show that comes out that wants
Yeah.
to get on duty's level,
Yeah,
they
That's
know what
true.
they're contending with.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
so far as a show, it's still my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so far,
Yeah,
exactly.
Let's.
But-
I hope that so far. I hope it changes.
But the season 8 was disappointing.
Yeah, that's
Still,
true. I'm
it's-
looking forward to the next shows that want to compete against Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Game of
you know?
Thrones. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's still my favorite show, but season 8 was disappointing.
And if you guys are also disappointed about season 8, you know that we always still have the books and of course a lot of fan fiction too.
Books
You
are
know,
coming out.
the books are still coming out.
It's
You
like
can
if you make people wait for 2 years and from season 1 to all those seasons, so much amazing things we have seen.
Oh, can I just say something about that?
Yeah.
That's why they took so long for this season.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This production quality, and come on.
And
I
six
know,
episodes.
It's like it's
CGI
late.
and
I'm not late on the
They
rant,
needed
but
to
No,
watch.
I know, like for 2 years we have been
Yeah, 2
expecting
years.
what's gonna happen. Night King is gonna die.
For real, like.
There's gonna be a fight.
I would have now that the series ended the way it did, I would have loved the Night King to sit on the throne, but you know, like break the throne, just rule.
Yeah.
To
You
have
know?
some sort of victory
No,
in
at
the
least
show, you
some
know,
action.
the Night King, to have some sort of victory. I feel like that I was happy.
I would have wanted the Night King to have a victory at the very least, you
Yeah.
know, not die in one episode. But you know, we
Yeah.
can't obviously change anything. But you know, for me,
That's a thing though. I'm sorry.
No,
One
go
more
ahead,
thing.
go ahead.
3 major deaths
Yeah.
in this season: the Night King, Cersei and Jaime,
4.
and Dany. I mean, I was
They're all
saying like,
disappointing. Huh?
I'm saying like Cersei and Jaime died together, right? Same death.
They could have done that
So
better.
all 3 deaths were disappointing.
That's true. They weren't like.
Night King stabbed and like
No, actually, Night King's one was pretty cool.
in a moment.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Really?
But it's
Yeah.
still, I liked
No.
it.
I wish
Everybody
I
has
wish there was
different
more. I
opinions,
wish
like,
we
you
saw
know, everybody
Arya
owns
how
their
she
own
did
opinion,
it.
you know?
A
Yeah.
little bit, like it
At
didn't.
least some
When
point.
it
Like,
comes
some
out of nowhere, it's
people,
like,
like,
wait,
you know,
how did you
That
get
was
past?
beast though. She like jumps
Of
out of the
course
back,
it
but she
was.
gets caught.
Yeah.
No.
And then she stabs him. Like you
I
don't
know.
expect that.
Yeah,
Right?
so
like
the Night King's
Night
not
King's
just-
dead, but I'm saying like they're all so
Yeah.
momentary, like
Right.
within moments, like
Yeah.
Even Game of Thrones builds you up to it, and you're like, oh shit, I should have saw that coming. But
The thing
But
that
it
really
didn't build
messes
up.
me
Yeah,
up
that's the
is
thing.
knowing that HBO gave David and Dan 10 episodes and they just said we could finish it up in 7.
They should have done
6.
that, bro.
6.
6, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Bastard.
okay, is that
Okay, so what did you guys think? Personally, for me, I found this ending satisfying, but it sort of met my expectations. I'm still a little bit disappointed. Everybody here made like, you know, great points and I agree with them. And I have like some minor disagreements as well. But, you know, that all being said, it was a satisfying ending for me. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. If you guys enjoyed watching Game of Thrones Season 8 with us, please hit a like, please subscribe. Please share the reaction with any other Game of Thrones fans out there, because whether or not you dislike this or like this, you can't deny that Game of Thrones is still the best series out there right now, and any series that comes out after that has to compete against this masterpiece, you know? It could have ended a little bit differently.
Yes.
But, yeah. But, yeah, so what did you guys think? Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you guys later in the next series that we can hopefully hope for, you know?
But for now, our watch has ended.
For now, our watch has ended. Bye!
Yeah, peace.
Good morning.
Later!
Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you later.